some time ago, and you went out to the movies, out on a date, wherever you went, if you went on a family picnic, little barbecue, you'd expect to miss some phone calls. That's just how things were. This was many years ago, but it was years ago. Nowadays, everybody has a cell phone, and everybody's always on their phone, tweeting, updating Facebook statuses, stocks, bonds, apps for that, whatever. People are on their phones all the time. But people are also on their phones while they're driving. I'm Jason Abney, and I'm here to talk about just that. Texting and driving, distracted driving. I'm going to give you some of the statistics about texting and driving. Maybe ways to prevent from distracted driving and texting and driving. And just raise a little bit of awareness about it. As soon as you get a text message on your phone, you increase yourself by getting in a car accident by 23%. The average person that gets a text message takes their eyes off the road for 4.5 to 5.5 seconds. If you're going 30 miles an hour and doing that, you'll travel well over 100 feet. 55 miles an hour, you're going over 300 feet. Freeway speeds. And that's just while in that amount of time that you're looking at that phone. And it might not seem that long. Some people have to flip their phone open, put the unlock code in, and do all that before they can even read the message. And how many times have you had to slam on your brakes? In that amount of time, something could happen. A car accident could be up a road. You could be going up and down a hill, a deer, what have you. Anything could come into the road. It doesn't matter how fast you're going. They just released a statistical graph on the Texas Department of Transportation website that 58% of the seniors in the state of Texas said that they text and drive. 42% of them said they do it on a daily basis. These are kids that just graduated high school that are about to join the world with us. People that have been driving for a little bit, that have driving experience behind their belt. It's the number one killer among teenagers now, texting and driving. Over 5,000 people lost their lives last year to texting and driving. Over 300,000 people were injured texting and driving. People are getting sent to prison for hurting somebody because they were texting and driving. Texting and driving is not the only thing that'll distract you while you are driving. You got navigation systems. You have the little iPods, people trying to update their shuffle playlist, and eating. You could be eating, talking on the phone. There's numerous things that will distract you while you are driving. All the new technology gets and gadgets that pretty much make your car an entertainment box, vice versa, a mode of transportation. And you can prevent a lot of this. Navigation system, plug the address in before you start the car and actually leave. Don't wait till you get to the red light or on the freeway. You know, if somebody texts you, it's probably not that important. It's something that you can wait, pull over, text them back. Wait till you get to a red light. But don't pick that phone up while you're driving, especially if you're driving at a high rate of speed, or if you're on the freeway. There's other ways you could prevent eating. You could eat before you leave. You could eat wherever you stop at. I mean, if you're really in that much of a rush, you could still wait to get to where you're going. There's no point you losing your life or somebody taking your life because they were distracted while they were driving. There's some states that are trying to pass laws to prevent texting and driving. Some states have passed it to where it's completely illegal. Some states have it to where it's just certain age group where you can't text and drive. Personally, I think it should be illegal all throughout. But that's just the way it is. President Obama passed a law where it is illegal for federal employees to be texting and driving while they're on government business or have government equipment with them. Just something to think about. I almost lost my life while I was on my motorcycle from some girl in a minivan. She came right into my lane, and we were on the freeway coming around the embankment. She sent me into the shoulder, and coming up probably about a quarter mile, actually about an eighth of a mile away, was a concrete wall turn. And the way she had me at the angle and the rate of speed we were traveling at, I probably would have hit that wall if I didn't have to jerk my way back into the lane. When I finally got up and could see what she was doing, she was in that infamous texting and driving pose. I honked my horn, she looked over, and, you know, a little bit of shame, and got back into the lane she should have been in. That just goes to show the people that are out there on the road, and she looked like she was probably in her 40s. So it's not just teenagers that are doing it. Everybody's doing it. We've all done it. We're all guilty of it. But it's something that you don't want to happen to you or your loved one. So if you do have kids, when they get a phone, or when they have a phone, if they have a phone, when they get a car, let them know. Texting and driving is not that important. It's not important to lose your life over a couple little bit of letters that you could have just waited until you got to wherever you were at to text somebody back.